Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS soaps, both the young and the restless, and the bold and the beautiful. And this is your bold and the beautiful recap for August 12th, 2022. And in this episode, we're going to talk a little bit about Lee having a shocker for Bill Spencer. But does this mean the beginning of a budding relationship? And at Forrester Creations, Steffy is pushing Ridge to dump Brooke for her mom. So before we unpack all of this, take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to this channel to receive all updates. And please don't forget to like and share. So we're back over at Forrester Creations, where it continued from yesterday, where we had Detective Sanchez bring back the gruesome, grisly news of Sheila Carter's demise and leaving behind a lot of evidence, including her middle toe. Now, Steffy is continuing to process this news of Sheila's death along with Taylor and the other Forresters and Brooke. And, you know, the updates that they get, they all express gratitude for Sheila finally being out of their lives. Well, of course. And there's no way, as we probably all know, that Sheila is truly gone forever. She may be missing a middle toe, but that's not enough to convince the fans that she's really dead. This is a fake out that will just make it more shocking for the rest of these gullible characters when Sheila turns back up alive. So we also see Thomas getting the information. Then we see Eric blaming himself for bringing Sheila into their lives. And I guess he could take some of the blame, but he couldn't have known what she would have turned out, I guess. But what I did notice is Finn's face. So as much as he says that, you know, he's better off without Sheila, I think there's a part of him that regrets the fact that he really didn't have a connection. Then Ridge show up with a memento on his cell phone as a reminder. I guess Sanchez sent that to him of Sheila's middle toe. I'm like, really, Ridge? Okay, whatever helps you sleep at night. But, you know, Steffy switches this off to a more pressing matter to discuss, namely the topic of Ridge and Taylor reunion. Now, whether Steffy admits Taylor told her about the kiss or not, which she did, she still acknowledges that Ridge has something with her mom. Now, Steffy thinks Ridge should ditch Brooke permanently and get back with Taylor. However, what will Ridge do? And should he even do this? Or even should Taylor even accept him back? But we all know she's googly-eyed over Ridge. Now, although Steffy pressures Ridge to come home where his heart belongs, he still remains torn. So next, let's head over to El Giardino, where we see both Liam and Hope having some lunch, but she is in crisis mode as she's worried about the comments that Thomas made about having Douglas come and live with him full time. Now, of course, they're making this case about how he's doing better and he's thriving, but you know this boy needs his dad. Anywho, we see Deacon Sharp sees Hope and Liam over there. He decides to take a break. Hope, again, is still in crisis mode. She needs this whole shoulder to cry on. Deacon finds out about what Thomas wants, which is to have Douglas move into the Forrester mansion with him. Now, of course, Hope is a nervous wreck about the whole possibility, even though nothing has been set in stone. And the fact that she's worried about, well, what if he does take this to court? What if he does change the arrangement? But Deacon won't think it's actually going to happen and will try to ease, his daughter's mind. He even tried to tell Liam to get out in front of it. Now, despite Deacon's words, Thomas isn't just going to move on. We all know that. And obviously, this is an up-and-coming storyline, and I'm here for it because that would be good for a change. Now that Thomas knows how much Douglas misses him and them being together, we all know that he fully intends to make some changes to this whole custody arrangement. Brooke stops by to break the grisly news about the demise of of Sheila Carter. And yeah, the face is, I mean, it's like, are you guys going to continue to talk about this? I mean, she says, can you believe she's actually gone? And you can tell from the way that they're talking that Sheila's going to show up somewhere. So I don't know if she broke her toe or she cut it off. But I think the rest of her is still walking around on this earth very much alive. So, lastly, we're going to head over to the Spencer mansion, where in the meantime, we see Lee paying Bill a visit at the house. Now, Bill gives Lee this warm welcome, wanted to make sure she's doing okay, especially after everything happened with this recent ordeal that she went through. Lee promises that she's fine, and she reports that Finn is also doing fine and was given a clean bill of health as well. Lee also thanks Bill for all of his help. She fills him in on what happened with Sheila and that demise. And of course, Bill is reeling as he realizes Sheila was supposedly being killed by a bear on a campsite. And you know he's celebrating about that because he don't want everybody else to continue to get affected by what Sheila has done or could do and away from the chaos. But what was interesting is Lee responds to how much she really liked him and how great of a man he is. And I am just so thankful. And you did so much for me. And I'm like, okay, Lee, you got a little twinkle in your eye. Are you crushing on the great dollar bill Spencer? Maybe we have a budding new romance. I mean, they could form just a basic friendship, but the question is, will there be something more? So there you have it, the bold and the beautiful recap for Friday, August 12th, 2022. Let me know your thoughts. Let's sound off in the comment section. I want to know your thoughts. Do you think they're going overboard with this whole grizzly bear demise of Sheila Carter? Do you think Bill Spencer, Dollar Bill Spencer, and Lee Finnegan will make a good couple if they decide to grow their friendship into something more? And do you think Finn also feels some kind of way, even though he's saying, he's glad Sheila is out of their life? Or is he feeling that he's missed out on something? So let me know your thoughts. Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel to receive our updates. And please don't forget to like and share. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.